The Central Board of Direct Taxes notifies forms to be used for ITR filing by various categories of taxpayers annually. In line with this practice, the CBDT had recently notified the ITR forms, that is forms ITR 1 to ITR 7 for individual, corporate and other taxpayers for the financial year 2020 and 2021 corresponding to assessment year 2021 and 2022. Salaried taxpayers having non-business income are generally required to file their returns in Form ITR 1 or ITR 2. There are a few changes to the eligibility criteria for filing either return as compared to the preceding tax year. Hey guys, this is Simran from ClearTax and today I'll be talking about the new income tax return forms. But before we begin, do not forget to press the bell icon and like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. So let's begin. The individuals being resident and ordinarily resident are required to file the tax return in Form ITR 1 in case they first have income from salary, pension, house property, other income not being winnings from lottery or income from racehorses up to Rs 50 lakh. Second, do not have brought forward or carry forward losses. Third, are not directors in a company or have not invested in unlisted equity shares. Fourth, do not have any foreign assets and foreign income. Fifth, are otherwise not required to file return of income but have to do so in the view of 7th Proviso to Section 139(1) of the Income Tax Act 1961, the Act, that is where the return is required to be filed when certain conditions are met. Sixth, have agricultural income up to Rs 5,000 only. 7th, do not have TDS deducted under Section 194N of the Act or no income tax is deferred on ESOP. First, individuals who are not eligible to file Form ITR 1 and individuals having income under any head other than business or profession can file their India tax return in Form ITR 2. Second, while computing tax liability on total income, a bifurcation of surcharge before and after marginal relief is now provided, which will enable ease of calculation and presentation in the form. Mainly, the changes in the ITR 1 and ITR 2 are due to amendment in law or provisions effective from financial year 2020 and 2021. First, a field has been inserted wherein the taxpayer has to select if they are opting for new tax regime under Section 115 BAC, that is, taxes to be paid at lower tax rates without claiming the specified deductions or exemptions. If the taxpayers wish to continue to pay the taxes as per the existing tax rates and claim the specified deductions or exemptions, they will have to select No under the against said field. Second, scheduled details of investment has been removed since the same was applicable only for financial year 2019-2020, that is providing details of investment made during April 2020 to July-September 2020 but claimed in financial year 2019-2020. Third, tax-saving investments eligible for deduction under Part B of Chapter 6A such as deduction under Section 80C, 80D, 80G of the Act. Fourth, payment of acquisition, purchase, construction of property for the purpose of claiming capital gain exemption under Section 54 to 54GB of the Act in Form ITR 2. Please know that the deduction in the respect of the investment or deposit or payments for the period April 2020 to July 2020, September 2020 cannot be claimed again if already claimed in financial year 2019-2020. Fifth, from financial year 2020-2021 onwards, the incidence of tax has been passed from the relevant company or mutual fund to the recipient of dividend, that is shareholders or unit holders. Accordingly, dividend earned on equity shares and equity-oriented mutual funds will be considered as taxable in the hands of the taxpayers at normal slab rates. In this context, the forms have been amended to indicate breakup of dividend received in different advance tax installments for the calculation of interest under Section 234C of the Act. The timely publication of the new forms ensures that individuals have sufficient time to collate the necessary information that needs to be reported. There were several changes in the provisions of residential status pertaining to deemed residency and Indian citizen or PIO coming on visits to India to be considered as resident but not ordinarily resident in case certain conditions are satisfied. However, the changes are not currently incorporated in the ITR forms in the fields for residential status. One may have to wait and watch to check if the said changes are incorporated by way of updates in the utility. Well, this was it for today's video. Let us know what you think about the video and comment below if you have any doubts. Stay tuned to our channel for more informative videos like these. Till then, goodbye and take care.